Today's biblical consideration and study is in Hebrews chapter 3 and 4. I entitled it Restless or Restful. What do you think of when you think of a restless individual? One that can't sit still, jittery, nervous, jumping up and down. Well, keep that in mind because the scripture begins with an illustration. It shows us Israel in their state of unbelief after the 12 spies came back from the promised land. They bore fruit that was bountiful, and people were excited. But then they added the little word, but. There are giants in the land. So therefore they disobeyed God. They did not go into the promised land. And there were two elements that kept them from entering in. And if you have a subtitle that was put in your Bible by those that edited and produced and gave you the Bible, it will say a rest for the people of God right before this section. They did not enter their rest. Why? How? The answer is found in the very last verse of chapter 3. Because of disobedience and unbelief. The children of Israel did not enter into the rest. They did not enter into the promised land because of disobedience, which was caused because of unbelief. They saw giants in the land instead of the power of God to bring them in. What happened to the children of Israel as a result of that? They wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. So that's a picture of restlessness. They didn't enter their rest. They were wandering and going around in circles. A picture of rest is not of idleness, not at all. If unbelief and disobedience kept Israel and keeps us from entering rest, the opposite would bring us into a restful state. What is it? Obedience to God and faith, entering in to his promises. Instead of going in circles with our life, we will have direction. We will obey God and go in and possess the promises that he has in store for us. Believe. We enter in and we have direction, and we're entering in conquering, not to be conquered, but to conquer and be victorious. So, is your life one of restlessness? Do you feel like you're going around in circles? Or are you on a straight and narrow course that leads on in to the promises of God and in to conquering the land that God has given you to possess? God bless you and make you a blessing.